So, today I'm going to talk about Porto Santo, Portugal's first colony, and the history of the island. So, number one, in 1418, João Gonçalves Arco and Tristão Teixeira discovered the island. They actually accidentally found the island when they were fighting pirates near Morocco. And this guy, is João Gonçalves Arco, later found Madeira a year later. Unfortunately, they arrived at the island to colonize it with bunnies, and they made the first real total natural disaster because the bunnies ate all the vegetation and the island now looks like a desert. This is Madeira, and that small island up there, that's Porto Santo. Number 2, Colombo. I know this guy discovered America, not really, and he's kind of an idiot, but he used to live in Porto Santo. It's his house, and he married the daughter of the captain of the island. He then went to discover the Americas. Number 3, hard life, really. Remember the bunnies? Yes, they ate everything. And now these forests that you see here were recently made by the locals. Until then, Porto Santo was really dry, and it looked like a desert. So you can imagine that without water, without food, living there was a bit like hell. Unfortunately, it's a strategic point, and the Portuguese never really gave up on the island, and now it's a great place to have vacations, as you can see, and it's one of the most guarded secrets of Europe. And no, it does not have Ryanair. Maybe someday, I don't know. You see, although Porto Santo has no food, it has a great gastronomy. Just look at this beautiful chorizo. Nah, they didn't have that. They didn't have that because it was hard to produce pigs over there. The bunnies ate everything. Number 4, snow. Yes, it actually did snow there once in the entire history of the colony. It was enough to know this is not the island. There was no photography back then. It was enough to produce ice cream. So the locals stored snow and then produced ice cream. So, you know. Oh, just to refer, Lambecas is a very popular ice cream in the islands, and you should try it if you go there. Number 5, sand. Yes, Porto Santo is loaded with sand, and the 10-kilometer white sand beach is amazing, and it has therapeutic effects, and it cannot be found anywhere else on the islands because Madeira does not have this type of beaches. It has rocks and some black stones, black sand, and nothing else. There is, however, an artificial island in Madeira that's made from sand of Morocco, from the Sahara Desert. This island, however, Porto Santo, has an amazing beach that's totally natural, and many people fly there or go from Madeira to here by boat just to spend some amazing vacations on this beach. It's beautiful, and you can see there a small plane landing on what used to be the only airport of the archipelago. Madeira didn't have an archipelago because an archipelago didn't have an airport because the planes had to land on water, and they were hydroplanes. Porto Santo, however, since it's flatter It has a huge airbase where planes land with no problem. In fact, Madeira did and does have an airport that used to be very, very dangerous. It was, in fact, considered one of the most dangerous airports in the world, and many pilots required to land there as their, final exam. One of the most horrible accidents that happened in the history of aviation in Portugal was in Madeira. A plane tried to land 3 times and then failed at the last try because it couldn't stop. So the plane fell 100 meters into the sea. And it was really, really bad. Some say the captain was really anxious to visit his girlfriend, and that went really, really bad. But now the airport in Madeira is really safe. They have, we Portuguese made an extension using pillars and building over the sea, and it turned out really amazing. And that's all I have to say about Porto Santo right now. Many more things left to be said, but just keep following, like, share, give ideas, bye.